let me get something straight. So you think you're gonna just play college basketball and go overseas, or you're gonna go to a really good overseas camp and they're gonna get you overseas. I'm here to tell you that's not the case. Let me rephrase that. You go to Division I, Division II, you have a pretty good season, they'll love you over there, right? Because the politics of basketball is Division I, Division II are the cream of the crop in terms of college basketball. And so if you play for those, that means you're good enough to play overseas. So they'll love you. If you are Division III like myself, they're very, 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 very difficult for myself. Basically off the fact that when you take into account a lot of these teams and agencies, they want the cream of the crop of America. And so they think of Division I and Division II. No matter how good I did in my Division III, there's a few things that I will play both sides before I talk about my whole story of me trying to go pro. One side of it is you cannot deny my skill level, right? And I feel like those things are, you can see it, right? I played against the pros in these pro camps and I went crazy. Right? One camp I had 20 points and 5 assists in the first game that we even just touched the floor. Right? That was the very first game. I had 20 points, 5 assists in front of all the pro people that was there and all of the scouts that were there. Correct? And so from that alone, I was like, okay, if I'm doing this against pro players, that should be good enough for me to get looked at, right? No. The other side of it is, I understand me coming from Division III, most of those players, the majority of them don't want to play basketball after that, right? So I get Division III isn't the top of the top in terms of skill level and people want to play pro after that because most of them want to be doctors and lawyers because Division III is expensive and it's an academic thing, you know what I'm saying? So I get it. However, I feel like when you get a player that can do what these other Division I players do, actually I work out 3 to 4 times a day. I'm very dedicated in my film study. I have a high motor. I'm diving on the loose ball, go out of bounds, I'm rebounding the basketball, doing a lot of things that a lot of these players do not take pride in, right? Defense and all that stuff, energy. That is what I bring to the court. So I feel like when you see that, it's like, okay, he was D3, but I can see the skill level, right? I feel like that's how it should work in terms of how they maneuver in terms of do they take you in. Because a lot of these pro teams and agencies, bro, it's all about politics, basically. Okay, I didn't want to say politics, I don't want to be that guy, but you know what I'm saying? Let me talk about my journey, all right? So of course everybody knows I did a lot of G League tryouts, right? A lot of open workouts and stuff, and from those 5 workouts that I did, the GMs liked me, but it was the fact that I didn't have enough of my resume. So the thing is, when you're playing on your college team, make sure your coach knows that you need to get stats. If you're in the Division III like myself, you definitely need stats, right? And you know what I'm saying? Our system wasn't predicated on somebody to score 50, right? It was more of like a team offense, you know what I'm saying? Kind of, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't for somebody to score 30 and 40, all that stuff, right? So if you want to play professional, you need stats. So that's one. If you're on a low division, you need stats. Cool. Going back to my G League stuff, they wanted more stuff on my resume. They go against professional players, high-level players, so that they can take that chance on me for me to come to their team, right? So a lot of G League teams say I need to go overseas or I need to do professional stuff in order for me to come back and be ready for them. And I can understand that Division III player that probably didn't play against that many high-level guys. I understand, okay? After that, I started to email a whole bunch of overseas people like agencies and teams and trying to just get my name out there so I can start building my resume for my basketball resume, because it'll be pretty simple because I feel like my skill set is high level. I just didn't play against high level people, and that's the problem. And so I'm DMing, emailing, and messaging all these overseas teams, and they're just like, no, you're not the fit, or you know what I'm saying, they want more high level guys. And I'm just like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be cocky here, but I'm just like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm high level, my boy. Emailing people and they're not hitting me back. So then I'm trying to hit up agencies, because I'm like, all right, maybe agencies, like, you know what I'm saying, like basketball agencies, basketball management places, they can help push me out to be in front of all these overseas teams and make me look like, all right, this is what he can do. He's a really good player, actually, and it's just he just went to a Division III. Like, that has nothing to do with him, right? But right now, that's what's attached to my name. He's D3. Without even looking at my film and saying, oh, these plays is good. Like, if you look at all my stuff, you will see, like, okay, he can actually hoop. You know, I try to talk to agencies and see if they can represent me. None of them represented me. A lot of them are blatantly telling me that they only want Division I or Division II guys. And that is sick. Cause I'm just like, bro, what? Like, you're not even taking a look at me, you know what I'm saying? Like, Yeah, this one agency, they did a player resume on this one kid that they took in from a Division I, and they said he doesn't have a left hand and his weakness is defense, but he can shoot the ball at a really high level. Why would you take that person over somebody who plays both sides of the court? I play defense and offense, and I can shoot the ball really well. But you know what? Hey, to each his own. To each his own. Right? No agency want to take me in and say, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance on you, and we're gonna push you out to this team, and you can start in this league, then move up to this league, move up to this league, so you can build your basketball resume. That's all I want. That's all I need. I'm not even saying I need to play with the Turkish Airline League or the Euro League. I ain't say none of that. I just said I just need a chance to play basketball, to build my basketball resume, and then everybody in this basketball world gonna see Duane can actually hoop. But that's the problem. I have to start somewhere, and I can't start somewhere because nobody wants to take a chance on me. So, with all this being said, bro, I haven't had any luck, and when I'm emailing these teams, I'm doing it with, I want to make sure I'm getting in before they make all their player add-ons and the roster spots and all that stuff. I'm trying to hurry up and get my foot in the door and stuff. But the thing is, a lot of these teams want high level players, and that's the bad part. So what have I been doing in the meantime? So in the meantime of all of this, I've just been training at Lab City with my trainers, and we've just been trying to make a game plan. It's just like, all right, well, let's just keep working and staying ready for opportunity, because that's all you really can do. You really can't just say like, oh, now forget everybody, they gave up on me. I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta just look at it what it is, right? If you're in your own position, right, a basketball position, let's say you're trying to make a college team, or you're trying to make an overseas team. I don't know, you're trying to be like me. You gotta look at it for what it is. Like, did you play against high level competition? Can you shoot? Can you dribble? Can you know what I'm saying? Can you pass? Can you do all these things? Look at it for what it is. I stay ready for when somebody takes a chance on me. So yeah, that's the biggest thing that I'm going through right now, is just staying ready. That's one thing I had to give you guys for advice in terms of getting ready for overseas. But a lot of people has told me to do a lot of overseas camps. And the problem with a lot of overseas camps, a lot of them are cash grabs. And what a cash grab is, they have no intention of pushing you out to like a lot of overseas teams like they say they have the overseas like connections. A lot of them are just trying to grab your money, right? They'll charge you like $400, $500, $600 for a camp to just record you play, right? And now it's important to get film in terms of these overseas camps and stuff, but in terms of what they're charging and stuff, I don't know. But I mean, if you need the film, I suggest you do it. He is just trying to determine what aren't cash grabs and what are actually opportunities for me to progress in my basketball journey. And that's what I want y'all to understand, is like, not all these overseas camps are good, right? A lot of these overseas camps are just gonna just give you, oh, I'm gonna sell you a dream. Oh, this player came here. Before you go to overseas camp, ask them the success stories that came from that camp. Like, who did you take from that camp? What is their names and what is their social medias? So you can actually ask that person from that camp, hey, did you get this overseas job from this camp, right? We got to do your research on these teams, because a lot of times it's not what it looks like. Don't just settle for, oh, there's an overseas camp, I can go overseas from here. Don't do that. Ask about their success stories, and so you can see like, all right, I can be a success story as well. So also get film. Film is important, and filming stats from those camps. Go crazy. Do not pass. They're gonna try to tell you, oh, be a pass player, just be a pass maker, swing the ball. No, if you're at an overseas camp, go crazy. Shoot the ball. Shoot the ball. If you're trying to be a scorer, be a scorer. If you're trying to be a defender, be a defender. If you want to be a playmaker, then you pass and do your thing. But whatever your identity you want to be overseas, do it. And a lot of times overseas, they want scorers. Americans are over there to score. That's what my trainers be telling me. They want scorers, so be a scorer. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you do. If you can't score, don't score. You'll make your little self look bad. You know what I'm saying? My journey trying to get overseas, a lot of them not messing with me just because of the politics of it. They only want Division I, Division II players, and that's the sad part. And my thing is, a lot of times you never know. With overseas basketball, is a fine line between scam and opportunity, and you just gotta figure out which one it is. I'll catch y'all later. More basketball content coming soon. because I ain't got nothing else right now. I ain't got no opportunities right now, so I just gotta stay ready for my opportunities. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna try to do a lot of adult league games, like high level adult league. They're not just like, you know, guys with like a whole bunch of guts. And so I'll be doing those, and I'll be trying to get that content out to you guys so y'all can keep up to date with my progression and stuff. Also follow me on Instagram, ihoopwithgod, on all my social media platforms so y'all can keep track of how I am doing in basketball. My clothing line, it's called Goody World. It's a mental health clothing line. If you want to follow that, Goody World, and all my stuff. You keep up with me. iHoopWithGod is where you go. All right. So I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. More content coming soon. Peace out.